Okay. So I started recording. Us leaders, we're trying to come up with ideas for more Zooms, for more power hours for everybody. And one thing we think is so important, it's number one in my book and almost every leader you'll ever talk to, is self-development, because everybody goes through bad stuff. Everybody. We all have a story. We all have been through some type of hardship. And if you haven't, you will. It's life. It happens. But most times people will go through that and they'll be really negative and down on themselves. And, it just takes a toll on people. And after doing it, if you struggle a lot and you go through just bad stuff so much, like I did, I had in my mind all the time, I was prepared for it. I was ready to just whatever I had to do, but I did settle too. I was never pushing myself to go beyond because I was just barely getting by. So I was always stressed out and worried about everything. I worried all the time. And yes, I prayed and I always prayed for something to change, but I wasn't, I guess, putting the action behind it because I was always still negative and down on myself. So I didn't have the motivation to keep pushing forward. And just self-development is it's important. You need to know that you are worth so much more than so many people settle for. We settle to get by as long as we know we can get by. And it's not about that. It's about, God wants us to have abundance. He wants us to be happy, very happy, and live these fulfilling lives and have these adventures and experience life. And a lot of people, because of money or different situations, stress so bad and they let that get to them, and that's going to affect your life, your business. Bad things will just keep coming at you because you're always worried and always stressing. So if you start changing the way you think, and by doing that, you have to really plug into self-developmental tools like videos and Zooms and reaching out up to your uplines when you are in trouble and making friends with them, because that's what we're here for. We're here to, we've been through it. Everybody has been through some type of story to get where we are. And that's what we're here for. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I go to Maria for stuff all the time. She keeps me going. You guys can find that person too in your upline. I know if I'm your upline, you can come to me anytime and I can show you some tools. Like books are such a big thing. Right now I'm listening to, for the second time, The Power, which is a book within the Secret series. I am obsessed with that. Danielle is the one that first told me about it. I didn't even know The Secret. I heard there was other stories, but I didn't know the names or anything. And Matt actually just got me, what is it? The Magic? Yeah, The Magic. Matt just got that one. Danielle, do you have all the series?
No, I have The Power and I have The Magic. And The Magic is, it talks a little bit about the power and some of the same stuff, but then there's 28 days of things to do, basically to show you how to practice gratitude and to be thankful. And it just gives you different exercises to show you how to use like the law of attraction and the frequency of love to bring different things into your life. Sorry, I'm on my phone because my internet is not working. And then, yes, I have The Power, which I have read a couple times. So reading it, even if you just read a passage a day, it helps. And at the end of each chapter, there's key points to it as well. So you could skim through that, if you just needed to. And it just teaches you different ways to use it, basically, how to apply it to your everyday life.
You're so quiet. I know your internet's messing up.
Did y'all hear me?
I don't know if other people did. It was just really low.
Can you hear me now?
Better, yeah.
You want me to say it again?
What? You were cutting out a little bit. Sorry.
Do you want me to say it again?
You could hear. Okay, I guess they said that they heard you. But yeah, okay, The Secret and the Magic. Matt actually said it was The Hero. That's the one that he got. I was remembering the other one from Danielle, but I'm about to watch that. But those are really good. The Power is awesome. And I'm on, the second time. It's really good. Maria, what's some of your favorite books so they can write these down?
Let me look on my shelf. Mike just lined them all up. Well, like we said on the call last night, the Rock Your Network Marketing Business, that talks about self-development in it too, business development and things like that. Beach Money, that is like one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too.
My iPad to me. Let me look on my Kindle. Also, The 4-Hour Work Week. That's a good one. I personally love anything by Joel Osteen, like I Declare is the bomb. I think another one is called Breakthrough Moment. I'll have to look up in my Kindle because I have it in there. Hold on. My iPad. You guys, a lot of people don't realize this, but on your phone, on your iPad, on your tablet, whatever, you can download the Amazon Kindle app for free. You don't actually have to have a Kindle, and you can, do it that way. And then also another good idea is maybe you could partner up with someone or with a few people with like a reading club, and you guys can actually lend out your title. So like if you bought a book in the Kindle store, you could lend it to someone, and then they could lend you one, and that way you don't have to like buy every single book. Another one of my favorite books is Spirit Driven Success by Annie Johnson. One classic book that will always, always be good is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. It's mind-blowing.
That is the first book you ever had me read.
Yeah, that's the first book I ever read.
It is awesome.
What else?
I just seen Lauren put that in. Also John Maxwell, yes.
John Maxwell, yep.
You Are a Badass.
That's a good one. Yeah, anything by John Maxwell, like Lauren said, The 5 Levels of Leadership, that's good. 8 Leadership, that's a really good book. This one, Humble, Hungry, Hustle.
And y'all can also rent a lot of these from the public library for free.
Yeah. It's Your Time by Joel Osteen. 101 Positive Affirmations for Wealth and Abundance. Affirmations are ginormous. You can even go on YouTube. And just type in success affirmations. Some of these books, like if you don't have Kindle and you don't have $10 to buy a book right now or whatever, you could always go on YouTube and try and see if you can find chapter 1 of a certain book. Sometimes people will like read those out loud on record it.
Yeah, I was just. Oh, Maria, will you mute?
No.
You know how it does us. I was going to say, I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Danny Johnson, but I remember that, or Maria might have just had us do this. I can't remember. But me and Lauren both wrote, was it our affirmations we wrote and recorded ourselves saying it, and we would listen to it over and over?
Yeah, those ones that Melody McFarland gave us.
That's who it was, Melody.
We read it into our audio and saved it as like an audio sound, and I would listen to it every single day, and that's when I went diamond. And I swear by that. I swear.
Yeah, so that's what we need to do is like maybe somebody can type up a list of some good affirmations to give people some ideas and share that in the groups and the chats. That way everybody can take that and they can actually record yourself saying it in your phone and just make sure to listen to it every single day. We're also going to talk about...
Maria did that. It was me. Maria did that PowerPoint, and I'm pretty sure she put it in Team Fearless, and it has tons of affirmations in it.
Yeah, we need to... Can we, like, bump that up or something again?
I think I actually have it on my YouTube channel. I'll look and see.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I want to go through that again. I haven't seen it in a while. I forgot about it, really, but it was so good. We need to watch that, like,
It's
maybe do
long.
a Zoom on it once a month.
Yeah, it's long. It's like an hour long, but it goes over everything.
It's so good. Yeah,
I have
okay.
the ones written down. I can like take a picture of them even and like put them, or just retype them or something.
Okay, yeah, that would be good to give people some ideas, and you guys can record this. This is going to kind of lead into what I want to do with my team, and I told Maria about it, and whoever wants to do it, Christina Watts had a video that was awesome. I'm going to do that at the end and tell you all the tasks because you'll want to write this stuff down, but does anyone have any more tips or anything about self-development, anything you want to add to it? I know we have some awesome people that on here that give a lot of good ones, so.
I just find it easier to listen to audios because I don't have a lot of time to read. So I just, every time I get in my car and I'm by myself, I just soak it in. I'm alone and I'm relaxed, and that's just where I do that kind of stuff. And it really helps me save like a ton of time because I'm in the car anyway. So why not? I just don't listen to music anymore unless Ella's in the car because she'll like kill me if I listen to that too much. It's boring.
The audios are really, really good. That's what I do. I'll sit here and message when I'm doing one of my power hours where I'm messaging, 50 to 100 people. I'll put some type of audio or YouTube video that's very like motivating and inspiring on in the background so I can listen to that. Or The Secret. The Secret I still listen to once a week. Matt's gotten in a habit where he'll be like, "You're being negative, put The Secret on." And I'm like, okay. I know, I need to watch it. But
Charity Holden's, in that video with her little Let It Go fan.
Yeah. I love her, by the way. She's awesome. But yeah, you guys, like, when you start to grow yourself, you're going to grow your business big time. And I have been in my own little rut, funk, whatever you call it, for a little bit, and I snapped back out of it and realized that there's no time to do that. I want to be an ambassador when I walk across the stage. Conference. That has been my plan. That has been my goal. Since last conference, that's what I told everybody there. When we come back next year, I'm going to be ambassador. So I have 6 or 7 months to make some miracles happen, but I'm going to make them happen. And I'm not going to stop. And I had to listen to tons of videos and really just realize, but the one that did it for me is Maria shared, was it Maria? Somebody shared Kim, is it Kim Touchton? Is that how you say her?
Yeah, and actually Pam Souter just posted it today.
I've seen that, and I was like, that is awesome, because that video had me literally, like, I fell crying. Like, I have not been that overwhelmed with emotions in so long, but it showed me that no matter what you come up against in life, no matter what, like if you feel like down or low or anything, you can overcome that. We've all been through some pretty crappy things, but you know what? We're here, we're alive, and you can change anything at all you've been put through. I mean, there are so many top leaders in this company that went from nothing. And we talk about this all the time, our Black Diamonds, they sold a couch to be where they're at now. It took them, 5 or 6 years, and they are living this, I can't even put in words this kind of life they're living. Like it's something that you would never think you would actually be doing, that you just dream about. And they sold a couch and they worked hard, guys. But they had to grow their
Black Diamond. Sorry, some people might not know what Black Diamond is. A Black Diamond makes $100,000 a month. They have to make $100,000 a month for 5 months consecutively to go Black Diamond. Could you imagine making that kind of money? It blows my mind. I can't wait.
I know. I can't wait. And it's going to happen. And anybody that wants this and is ready to run and grow yourself and grow your business, like, we're going to be here and we're going to help you do that. And we're going to have these power hours, and you're going to hear from different leaders. You know, we're going to get guest speakers on these power hours. So we really, really want you to get your teams on them and make it a priority. Like, tell everyone, be on at least 1 to 2 Zooms, if not more. If they can do more, great. But, you know, my goal is I'm going to be on 5 a week. And that's for me because I am pushing to presidential next and then ambassador. So I'm going to be doing 5 Zooms a week. I want one to at least be a training one. I want one to be an opportunity Zoom to be open for anybody that wants to, you know, have potentials on there. And then just 3 other power hours that either I help other leaders, you know, whatever, we do some power hours. So that's going to help us all grow together too. We're not just going to be, you know, all over the place. We're going to have set schedules that we can share with everybody so you all can be prepared. And, you know, did someone say to mute everyone? Sorry.
You know, real quick, before I forget, I just want to say, you guys, I don't even think people realize the power of your mind. Like, we don't just talk about personal development and self-development for no reason. Like, there's something that happens in the world, in your world, when you make that decision in your head and you just believe it. Like, there's a difference between saying, I can do this, I'm going to go diamond, or I'm going to go double diamond or triple diamond or whatever it is, and just saying it. And there's a difference between you feel it and you believe it and you know it with all your heart, like you know your birthday, okay? Like, you know your bare butt, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But there's just something that happens, and it like sends these sparks off, and it brings more of a passion to you, and people will feel that passion even if it's through a messenger on Facebook. Like, I can't tell you, sometimes I'll have a conversation with somebody, and I don't know, maybe it's my personal intuition, I don't know, but I can tell when we're having a conversation what they're putting out there. I can feel it. I can feel it through Facebook. I can feel if they're having a bad day. I can feel if they're down. I can feel if they're negative. I can feel if they're stressed. I can feel if they're excited. So however you're feeling, whatever you're believing, people sense it, even if it's through social media. You're putting it out there. So you have to make the decision, like, now. Like, I believe I can do this. And if you don't, you have to look in the mirror and practice every day, looking in the mirror, as stupid as you feel, and you say your affirmations out loud. Like, I have the fastest growing team. I am a diamond. I'm a millionaire. Whatever it is that you're looking to do. And you say that over and over and over again every single day until it becomes reality. And then another thing I was going to say too is pray for your business and speak life into your business. But not only that, but into the people that you're going to bring into the business. You know, it's so important to just not only believe in yourself, but you have to believe in the people that you're talking to. You have to know in your mind, like, this person's going to be an ambassador someday. This person's going to make $1,000 a month with this business, and I'm going to help them do it. And pray for them, and pray for them coming into this business, because it's going to make a difference for you and for them. That's all I was going to add.
Yes, that is so good. Actually, when you said, you know, to say these things out loud, I took, this was hanging up here with my dream board, what I read every day. And I'm going to read it to you guys real quick. I cannot remember. I'm sure somebody might remember who it came from, but you are worthy, you are deserving. You joined this incredible opportunity for a reason. It fell into your life at the exact right time. You have the power to control the outcome. You are worthy of greatness. You deserve to cross off every single dream on your dream board and then dream even bigger. You have a product and an opportunity that truly changes lives. So embrace it, lead boldly, fearlessly, and confidently because you are worth it. And that is what I have had since I wrote this down when I was going double. And I have had it hanging up with me, and I've kept it, and I put it, this is the kitchen. This is crazy. Yeah, I work at the kitchen table. So, like, I have one corner that's, Lauren does too, and my wall, and I have charts on this side. Well, it's kind of back there, but it's crazy. But this is where I see it every day where I work. So I can look at it every single day and read it. And then my refrigerator has my presidential chart. It has more affirmations that I read. I have like 4 or 5 magnets with quotes on them that are awesome, motivational quotes. And then I have a top dream poster of the top 3 things that we got it back in our kit. And then I have the steps to success and another affirmations. So my whole refrigerator was filled, so I want to tell you guys. But those are the things I have around me constantly. So I'm seeing what I need with my charts and my, steps to success, but I'm also seeing the affirmation and the good, just, stuff, the stuff that makes you happy and smile every day. So, and I read this and I tell myself this until I believe it. And that's what you want to do. Everybody wants to believe in yourself because you can do this. Any of us can do it. Just like, you hear from different leaders. And so we all came from that $99 kit. We joined the business, we bought that kit, and, we grew ourselves. We taught our teams how to do it, and it's changed everybody's, a lot of people's lives, and it can change yours too. But growing yourself is so, so important. Does anyone else have anything about the self-development stuff or law of attraction? Anyone want to talk about that a little bit?
Can I kind of share something that I've been going through myself? I have 5 different moves that I look at myself every single day. And this is something that I battle with a lot. So many things have happened to me in these past few months, and I myself went down. Unfortunately, things happen, and it's called life. And because life happens to you doesn't mean that you got to go down. Life is just trying to put you down so that you don't go ahead. But if you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself and what you're doing and why you're doing it is the biggest motivation you can have, because you're trying to help people. Not, you're not going to sit here and say, okay, I got to make money. Yes, we all do. Everybody does. It's like Amber and Maria were talking right now. Who doesn't want to be ambassador? I know I do. One day I want to be up there. One day I want to be, the top of the top and be able to say I am one of so many that are, the best and the best. That's great. That's wonderful. And those dreams can become reality. And I was going through some motivational things that I do myself, and it's called the 5 moves. And the number 1, I guess, move would be sort of like your thumb. I'm sorry?
I think she just needs to be muted.
Okay. It's, you got to ask yourself these questions. Is how am I feeling today? How are they feeling today? You've got to sort of make that connection between each other. How am I feeling today? Because if I'm not, hey, how's it going? How are you? Yada, yada, yada. You're not going to give them that excitement. You're not going to show them that you're excited about what you do and how you're feeling and things like that. So number 1 would be is how you're feeling today, because how you're feeling today affects them as well. So always make sure that when you wake up, even in the morning, if you wake up and you didn't have a great morning, how can you ask yourself, how can you turn that around? Start by listening to affirmations. Start by, listen to music, something that you like to do. I love to listen to a lot of, spiritual music. I love it. So that brings me up because I know that something is trying to push me down. So what I do is turn it around. That's just the number one thing. That's the most important thing of it all. It's how you're feeling affects what happens to you daily. Number two, you've got to focus. It's a state. It's a focus of what you want to do. You got to ask yourself, am I seeing the opportunities or only the obstacles? So you see the difference? What opportunities are you trying to get? Amber says she wants to get to a certain point. Hey, I do too. By when? By this time. You've got to make it. You've got to focus on it. If we don't focus on it, we're never going to get there. Yes, things come in the way. I'm not saying that you just you've got to deal with it, but move on. Don't quit. Keep going. When that happens, like I said, when something like that happens in a focus state, you've got to ask yourself, what can I do? Yes, it happened, but how can I put myself back into play? How is it? I tend to go back and start reading and start listening to audio, self-motivation things. I go back and look at The Secret. I go back and read my books. I've got a lot of by Joel Osteen. I go back and do that. So it's happened to me as well. But I tend to go through all these moves and I read them and I look at them and I tell myself, okay, this is happening to me, but how can I turn it around? And that's how I do it. I turn it around. I just don't stay there. I've got to go back to my focus state. That's number two. Number three is meaning. What is holding us back that we can't go forward? What is holding us back? What is the meaning of why it's holding us back? Because everybody quit? Yeah, that's okay. Everybody did quit on my team, but that's okay. I'm not worried. I can pick up my team again, either a new team or my same team. It doesn't matter. You just got to keep going. If you cannot put your foot forward, nobody else is going to put it for you. You've got to do this for yourself. You've got to show everybody else that you can do it. And the way that you can do it, and this is number 4, and this is one of the biggest one, is love. Love is your biggest relationship. Why are you doing it? What am I relating to, to? Who am I talking to? What are my key people in my life that I'm talking to? Who figures, who is in my life that I need to help? Why am I doing this? My love for my kids is why I'm doing this. My love for my grandkids is why I'm doing this. My love for my family to get my husband out of work. Why? Your biggest reason is why. Go deep inside your heart and find out what it is that you guys are, why did you start? Why did you continue? There's a reason why you guys did this. And that reason should be the most important reason of all. And love it with all your heart. Make it a point that the reason that you're doing this is because you're loving what you're doing. I mean, I've heard these girls say it time and time again. If what is it, Maria? If your why doesn't make you cry, I can't remember to it, but I relate to it a lot. I know what they're talking about. If the reason why you're doing this doesn't make you cry, ask yourself, dig deep, talk to yourself. Why are you doing this? Find out the reason why you're doing it. And just stick to that. Go back to number 2, focus on it. For me, it's, my kids. My kids have always been my number 1. I became a single mother 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago. And yeah, we had no food. Yeah, we had no electricity. Yeah, I had to sell all my furniture, my wall hangings, my jewelry. I had to sell a lot of stuff just to keep food on the table because my one job didn't make it and their dad wasn't helping. So I know I've been a single mom, a parent, a mother, a father, everything I could be just to get going, to keep going. And yeah, I was still going to school. But my why has always been my kids. And I know they're grown and, they're going to start their lives and yeah, that's okay. But I know that I myself, I'm 47 years old. I still have my mom, thank God. But when I have a problem, who do I call? Mom. This is going on. Maybe she's not there to help me financially anymore, but I know I always go back to my mom. I know that when my kids have an issue and they've fallen or they've gotten hurt or whatever it is in life that they've gone through, they come back to me. Why? Because I've always been there for them. And I know that that's the same thing for most of you. Your kids are the most important thing in your life. Why not for them? What would you rather do? Would you rather stay behind the desk at a cashier, doing the cashier thing, bagging some groceries, listening to a boss tell you every single day, you were late, and you know that at home your child was sick, he was throwing up, you had to be with him because he was sick or she was sick, and that's why the reason that you were late. But you know what? Your boss don't care. You have to care. From here, in here, love is the biggest thing. Find your love. Find what it is that you guys really need this business for. Find it. Fight for it. I know that me as a mother, anybody tells my kids something, oh boy, you best believe I'm gonna tell you something back. That's the same kind of love, guys. Dig inside, look for it, find it. That is your reason. If it's, and I'm talking to mommies here, but I know some of you are younger, and if it's, you want to be able to not have to go to school for 5-10 years, whatever it is, if that's what you want, that's really what you want inside, go for it. Fight for it. Keep going. Don't stop. Yes, life happens all the time, but not because of that are you going to stop. Would you rather be going 5-10 years to school and then get paid and still keep living in the corporate America behind a desk, behind a boss? Or 5-10 years from now, you're making the bucks, you're well off, and you've got what you want always, and you're the one who's working it. You're the one who's telling yourself, I got this, whether I go today or tomorrow, but I got this. This is my business. So you see what I'm saying? Like, dig inside your heart, inside yourself. Find that you, bring it out, and make it happen. Everybody's going to quit on you. Yes, everybody is. That's okay. You've got a lot more people from all over the place. This is global. It works global. It's not right here. It's huge, guys. Like, think about it. Oh, I'm sorry. And the last one is strategy. Think about it. I'm going to give you this little thing about how to think about it. Let's say you go to the beach, right? And you got your Tums on, or you've got little tennis shoes on or whatever. What's the first thing that happens? You got sand inside your shoe, right? Is it a problem? Hell yeah, it's a problem. What is your solution? Take off your shoe, dust it off, let it go, put it back on. Am I right? That's a strategy. So anytime something happens, oh my God, I did this. Oh my God, this happened. I just fell flat on my face for this thing right here that I did not want it to break. And I fell and hurt my shoulder, busted my muscle right up here, which right now I'm biking and loving it. But that's the only way I'm being able to move. But I'm still here, guys. I might have not posted as much as I wanted to. I might have not walked my 7 miles. I might have not, I might have messed up my routine of what I do on a daily basis, but you best believe I was still messaging, whether it be 2, 3, 5 people in that certain time. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Get those, check it out. Get these notebooks out. They're $2 for $1 right now at Walmart. Write these people's names down and send them messages every single day. Just send them messages. Hey, how's it going? If you don't have those messages, don't be afraid. We all have them. If I don't have them, Maria might have them. Amber might have them. Lauren, Priscilla, any one of us will help you. Danielle always pops up with pictures like crazy, man. I love it. Every time I say, hey, who's got a picture of this? Boom, boom, boom. She'll send you like 20 of them. She's badass. I love it. But I mean, that's just the way it is. Think about it. Those 5 moves are there for you. And it's like I said, the number one that triggers everything is your love. Figure out what's inside, why you're doing this. Because that why, the one that hurts you in here, for me, it's my kids, because I don't want them to struggle tomorrow. I know that I didn't make the greatest choices in life. I worked as a teacher aide for mentally retarded children for 8 years. That didn't give me a lot of money. I don't have money saved up so my kids are okay. My why is that if I leave tomorrow, the next day, or whatever it is, in the future, if I leave, my kids are well off. My kids are going to be okay. Because I know that they won't be able to come back and say, hey, Mom, I need your help. That's the honest to God truth, guys. look for your why. Some of you are younger. I'm 47, like I said. I still look hot. Woo! Anyways, I'm 47, but thanks, Lord. But look for your why. If your baby is your why, if your 7-year-old is your why, your 6-year-old, your 5, whatever it is, your husband is your why, go for it. There's no reason why you can't. Go ahead, I'm done. Sorry.
I thought you were breastfeeding him.
Thank you.
I wanted to say a couple things that I've learned because, like I said, I read The Power twice. I've been doing the magic every day. So one thing that I've learned personally is if you ever feel like, you're being negative, one thing is you got to learn to catch yourself, and ways to make you feel better just right then in the moment are just naming things that you're grateful for. And some people think that they may not have a lot of things to be grateful for, but with that book, you're going to find a lot more things that you can be grateful for, a lot. It doesn't matter if you have the crappiest house, crappiest car, you can always find something to be grateful for. Also, naming things that you love. It could be your favorite color, your favorite movie, your kids, your family. It could be anything. Just start looking around and thinking of things that you love, and it's going to put you in a better mood right off the bat. Also, with affirmations, we just moved like in May and to basically double size of the house. So pretty much over every light switch in my house, every somewhere around doors, on mirrors, I have notes all over my house. Different positive quotes and things from The Power, different things like that, and just stop to read them, and it's a reminder to think differently, because life is going to happen. Like Diana said, it is going to happen. Grateful for her feet. Yes, be grateful for your feet, because you can't do anything. Like those books teach you a lot of, like, say thank you that you woke up that day. Thank you that you're able to walk, and thank you that you have toothpaste and your toothbrush to brush your teeth, and thankful for your refrigerator to keep your food cold, and your washer and dryer to wash your clothes, and everything that you have to be thankful for that we don't think about on a daily basis and we take for granted. Another thing, and I know we've talked about this, but I can't see who's on here at all, by the way. So if people are on here and they haven't talked about self-development or know much about it, visualizing yourself with what you want, exactly where you want. Use your 5 senses. Close your eyes, take deep breaths, and really get into that moment where you picture yourself there, and use your 5 senses: your touch, your smell, your sight, your hearing, and your taste. And just picture it all, and you got to make it real to you. And trust me, I am far from perfect. I still have a lot of learning to do, but work on this every day, and it'll make a big difference. And that's all I wanted to say. I'll mute myself now.
Maria, were you talking about, I know that you guys were talking earlier about these, what is it, the books that you talked about on this long video that you had? Were those the ones you were talking about?
Did I mention books in that video? Is that what you're asking?
You had a list of books on self-development,
Yeah,
right?
and I bumped that video up to the top of the group, so it's in there again.
It's right here, girlfriend. I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like, let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There's like 26 books in here, guys, that there's no reason why you can't, pick them up on Amazon. I'm always going to Amazon. They're the cheapest place that I've always found these books. Get these books, read them like it was no other book in the world. Just read them, go through them, highlight them. I know I've gone through You're a Badass, I think 3 times already. I watch the Netflix, The Secret on Netflix all the time. Either that or I do the listen to audio when I'm driving or stuff like that. Okay. But I know that's the one important thing that I do every day. If it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. Do it. It's very helpful. It gives you, I mean, amazing energy, and it starts overflowing on you. You start believing on what you never thought you could. And these are things that they're on my bucket list to have, but hey, I know I'm going to get them.
Didn't you say the other day you were giving your new distributors, if they get their first 4 loyal customers in their first so and so date, you get them a shirt from the It Work store? Kind of like that. Is that what you mean? And it also shows the the support and the camaraderie and the training that we do for our team. You know, a lot of people are scared to join a network marketing business or something like this because they're scared to be alone and they don't think they're gonna have that, you know, that one-on-one or that help. And I mean, if someone saw you doing that, they would be like, wow, like she really helps her team. Like she would be someone I'd be really interested in joining. I mean, it's just it's true.
keep sharing it. You have to be consistent and keep sharing all of that. But this push that's gonna take us to that next level. So if you're ready, I'm telling you, like, we're gonna be nonstop.
Hey, Amber, you have I think it's a YouTube video where you talk about sealing the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's actually for a loyal customer, but I kind of made it my own. And guys, I've been using this for a while, and it's the perfect thing to do. And I use it for both loyal customers or distributors. It's a conversation between each of you. They'll ask a question, you'll send them a message, you know, so forth and so forth. It's to the T. There's no word vomit, there's nothing like that. You know, it's just simple. And believe me, guys, I've been using it, and this is how I've sealed many.
Yeah,
look it up.
I have one that I've made that I actually took notes from. Jade Hooper did one with sealing the deal. That is amazing. And it's basically just like I was saying earlier, and like Diana is saying, you know, it's simple, it's to the point, and it's just answering the questions they ask. It's not giving them way too much information. I mean, enough details to have them excited, but just like a sentence. You don't need a whole paragraph each time. Post it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I've got that one from that video that you made in YouTube. It was a while back. And I remember that's when I first started. But it was very easy because, believe me, I paused it and played it and paused it and played it and made my own notes out of it. And the way you were asking the questions is the way I wrote them down. And you know what? This is something that I keep with me on my side. So when I'm talking to people, I know I already know what it says because it's a repetition. So, I mean, exactly the questions that are on this paper is exactly the way you say it. I just copied word by word what you said. And that has actually helped me to seal the deal. Now, there's another new one. It's called a ping pong conversation. And that one is actually getting a little deeper into it. It'll tell you about, you know, what is the one area you would fix and why and so forth. These are things that I have with me right next to me. And, you know, I put them here. And depending on who I'm talking to is the way I get these conversations. They're right next to me, and depending on which one it is, there you go. The easier one, and you make it, you post, and you know, talk to them, or you want to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk to them and ask them questions, and you'll find out a lot of information. You don't you're not going to word vomit. You're just going to have a conversation. It's very easy. I will try to put them on my chats, in the chat so that we can share them with you guys.
I think a lot of the scripts are also in like the files of, there's probably some in the Dropbox, Team Aiming for Ambassador, all of them. So definitely check those too if you guys want to download them and copy and paste it or in your Evernote or your notes.
You see this one? This one I got out of I think it's eSuites, and it's actually a checklist of your DTs. What you need to do with your DTs day by day by day by day. This is something that I follow every single DT that I have. And it gives you the name, like new distributor name, the enrollment date, 30 days after. You've got to put that date in. Do they have the 4 customers? You check them off one by one. Are they at Ruby deadline, and when is their deadline? So this is the way you're going to keep up with them. And it continues on to enrollment day number 2, and it tells you what to do with them. This is something that's an eSuites. This is amazing. I've always kept up with this with my DTs this way. And it goes on to, you know, walk them through how to enroll customers. You've got to work with your DTs. You've got to show them, you know, how to do this.
Yeah. We need to do a separate Zoom soon and do a new distributor. I'm going to finish real quick because I need to lay Carter down the rest of this push. But definitely, eSuite, go to that and get your documents and look through that because there's some awesome stuff. Okay, so you're going to have your top 100. You're going to have that follow-up sheet. So this is what you're going to do to get these people. First, you're going to use that calendar and you're going to schedule one party a week, whether it's an online party or a wrap party. You have to make sure you have a party, at least one, for each week of August. And this is part of the push. So make sure you get it done. You guys, if you can't do a home party, don't freak out. We can help you with online parties. And you know what? We do weekly online parties most of the time that Christina's been doing the last few, and they've been amazing. So make sure you're on that, because you have us leaders that are doing these parties for you and helping you answer questions and sending your potentials right back to you. And then, so make sure you're scheduling that weekly party. Put it in your calendar. Make sure that was what Christina Watts was talking about. Make sure you are putting all of this stuff in your calendar, because you're going to use that every day to make sure you're looking exactly at what you have to do. Yes, there is an online party we're doing tomorrow, actually. So we will get that. Has it already been made? I haven't seen it. But
Party for tomorrow?
yeah.
Yeah, but it's private, so everyone needs to invite their downline and tell their downline to invite their downline.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay.
I believe I made you one of the co-hosts.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay. And then, so you're going to schedule a party. Then you are going to go to follow Mark Pentecost, Pam Souter, and Mike Patillo. If you have not followed those 3 people, go follow them now. Then you are going to, every Sunday and Monday. So Sunday, you are going to write family call every Sunday in August, and you're going to write show me the money call every Monday. The Sunday family one is usually at 10 p.m. Eastern, and the show me the money call is 9. You can find you find these, they post them on their Facebook pages. So follow Pam, Mike, and Mark for that information. And you can also get it on when you go to your website on the events. Okay, and then any scheduled power hours that we post, we are going to schedule for August. When we need to, in the Diva chat, you guys, we need to come up with a date to, start talking a little bit about when we're going to do our power hours and schedule them, so we can post it in the Team Fearless, so everyone can see some scheduled power hours or Zooms that we're going to do. That way you guys can plan ahead. Okay, I'm going to do this one, and this one, and I'm putting it in my calendar with the time, so I know to make sure I get on that. We're scheduling this stuff out. We're putting it in front of us, and you're going to look at it every day. And you know what? Us leaders in the chats, if we can hold each other accountable and the teams accountable by, asking, hey, have you guys done your push today? Or maybe a task on the push. Hey, have you filled out your follow-up for that 100 list? Or have you followed up with those new loyal customers? Have you messaged? The next thing is going to be message 50 people. That is every day. That's mandatory. If you need help with these messages, we are here. We can give you tons of ideas for that. 50 people might sound a lot, but when you are copy and pasting and changing their name and adding maybe something short and sweet to it to be more personable with them, it's not that hard. You have the basis of the message already there in front of you. You just have to change it up a little bit, add some emojis. It's really does not take that much time. And if you can't do all 50 at one sitting, don't do all 50 then. Do 10, 15 at a time throughout the day when you're playing on Facebook. It does not take long.
And you can also leave voice messages, because Facebook doesn't catch on to those. Like, they have no idea. And they're more personable. I've gotten I've gotten several distributors just because they heard my voice.
Yep. It's so good. You can connect with people. They can see how much passion you have for this when you talk to them. And believe me, when I talk to so many of you, you can tell how much you just love It Works Global. So when you talk to your potential about it, imagine what they're going to feel. They're going to be like, wow, I'm going to actually buy from that person that loves what they do, not just doing it because they have to. You know, we're doing this because we want to change our families' lives. We're not, you know, some people might have to. You might have no choice. Like, I will never go back to anything. I have to. This is what I have to do, and I will do. But I also want to. I have the want to change my family's life. Like, who was it? I think someone said Mark. I think it was on Christina Watt's video. I think she said that Mark said it and said that, you know, he wants to be able to change. I don't know where I heard this. It'll pop in someone's head, but he wants to be able to change his grandkids' kids' lives. Like, he wants to have his picture on a mantle for his family from years and years to come and be like, that man's who changed our life forever. I mean, can you imagine? You guys, we are creating legacies for our families. That's what you can have with this company. That is what others have with this company already. There's no reason we can't. And we will. As long as you keep going and you're consistent, you're going to. Okay, and then you're going to check the corporate events for any One Team One missions. That's super important. If you have any One Team One missions, even, I'm telling you, Maria has drove hours to go to one. 6 hours? Danielle's has multiple times that I know of because she's come to ours, 6 hours each time. I mean, if you can't do 6 hours though, I'm not saying, you know, carpool with someone if there's one in that. Just make it work, because these events will change everything. They changed so much for me. Hearing the stories and the success stories of people that came from what you're going through, it's just amazing. And the trainings they have, it's awesome. And the One Team One missions are cheap. Like, mine have never been over $20 around here. Now, there might be some that are a little more, but they're never that expensive.
I thought they were $10.
Well, if you do it at the door like I do all the time, because I forget to do it online, you usually pay $5 more. They're not very much.
Online it's like $7, and then at the door it's like $10.
It's not, yeah, they're never that much. So, okay, and then you're going to update your 100s list daily. So you're messaging 50 people. You're getting these calls on your calendar, the power hours or Zooms on your calendar. You're checking for One Team One missions and events. If you have a local team, if you have a local team, you need to at least have one local meeting for the month. That should be a priority if you have a local team, because you're only going to grow together. If you're local and you guys can push each other and inspire each other, like, that's what my team does. We love getting together. And even if you have 30-something distributors that are local and only 3 show up, it's okay, because you know what? We work and push each other, and those that keep showing up are the ones that are diamonds and doubles and triples with me. So if you have a local team, get together. If you don't have a local team, you know we're going to do power hours every day. Make sure you get on those. Be around each other, because we're going to push each other, guys. We're going to hold each other accountable. And then each day, check declines. Check your reports. Make sure you check that every day and you reach out to those declines. And then I added this for anyone that has a team, and I am going to check in with 3 distributors under me each day and give them some tips, motivate them. Now, I have a couple other things for the leaders that I have on there, and that's going to be involved with, if you're a leader and you're in the chats, any of your chats, you need to be sharing at least 2 tips a day. I think we need to up it, guys. If you think that's too much, don't do it. But I'm going to share 2 tips that work for me, even if it's the littlest thing, even if it's just a post that I have saved. But I think the more ideas and the more tips we give everybody, again, is going to help so much. We can come up with a schedule even if we want to do something like that, but we can talk about that with the leaders later. That's on my list. And then for everybody, watching one self-developing, well, even if it's a Periscope, watching something on YouTube or Periscope that's going to grow you, whether it's a training, whether it's self-development, motivational speaker, whatever, something that's going to grow you. So watching one thing, and this isn't going to count your power hours. This is something different. So you can do this, while you're working, while you're messaging some people, listen to it. Okay, so that, and the number one thing, which I forgot to say because I know Maria talked about this, pray for your team, pray for your family, pray for yourself, and make that number one. When you wake up in the morning, Christina Watts talks about taking 3 minutes for saying your affirmations out loud, praying for everything you want to pray for your team, for bringing those ambassadors to you, and just speaking life, like Maria said, into your business and into your life. That needs to be the first thing we need to get in a habit. If you have to set an alarm that says on your alarm, whatever your daily affirmations / prayers, whatever you want to do to remind you, say it while you're sleepy. Get in that habit. You'll start doing it once you start making yourself. That's what this push is for, though. It's to make us get in a habit. It's to push us to the next level. She does talk about, for any of the leaders, to make this a lot more simple when you're signing these distributors, or for anybody that's signing distributors at all. If you feel like you're ready, make a 10-minute training video to get them started. Just a short, this is what she said to put in it. How to log into their website. Show them what the steps to success is. Show them what a 100th list is. Take that 100th list and show them what message to send. The product tester message. That's, I added that in there. That's what I show mine. I don't think she said what to send, but that's what we send, We're looking for product testers. I've been using product models. You can say whatever you want to. I change it up with every person too. I put different emojis. You don't want to put the same thing over and over, but do product people to model your products, or product testers to test your products out for 90 days, and you'll give them your discount and tell them we have over 30 products. We have, I'll post it in the chats what we use, but we have it in the files. We've posted it many, many times. So just ask your upline for that. Then after you show them what message to message, you tell her, give them a goal. I want you to take that 100th list and contact, see what they're comfortable doing, and then add 20 more to it, because tell them they need to push their efforts or double their efforts, and tell them to reach out to those people. Some people have a message the whole 100th list right away. That's what I do. I tell them, hey, go to town and work on that 100th list. Then you are... Oh, and in that video, talk about following the leaders, Mike, Pam, Mark, how to set up an auto ship, how to reach out to people with the messages, and then how to plug in with, if you're using Evernote, the certain apps you use. I always tell mine about Evernote because that's what I use to share notebooks, and Zoom. So you can always talk about that in there too. So that's just if you, are going to send that short 10-minute video and say, hey, you guys watch this video that just started. After, tell them it's only 10 minutes, and then check in with them after it and say, I think she said in 2 days, check in with them after 2 days and say, hey, what questions did you have on that video? Did you message your people? Tell me what potential loyal customers you have. Let me help you with conversations, examples, to seal the deal. You know, plug in with your new distributors. And then this is for your push, find $15 and order a pack of Blitz cards, guys. Or if you have them in your kit and you haven't used them, she says in that push, she is taking 100, those Blitz cards, the 100 Blitz cards, and getting rid of them in that month. Make it. I have my Blitz cards here. I just ordered the WOW ones, and I am filling out my labels tomorrow, and this whole pack is going to be gone. But I'm going to push myself even more and order another pack because this is all I have left, and because I want to really push, and I have an event already this weekend, I'm going to make sure I get rid of 2 packs for the month, and that is my goal. And if you want to push yourself even more, push yourself. If you have a team and you are pushing already for an emerald or diamond, I think you need to get 2 packs. Let's push ourselves. 10 packs? 10 packs. Hey, if you can do 10 packs, man, that would be. I know I couldn't do 10 packs, so I'm not even going to put that out there. 2 packs is pushing me.
I ordered 10 packs. I'm down like.
That's awesome. You can, that's great.
I've got about half of them all labeled already.
Oh, good. Good. Get them out. That's only going to grow your business like crazy.
And we've been doing parking lots.
Oh, that's good.
I head over to all these.
I just never have. I need to do that. All right. So that's going to be the push, guys. So claim this rank. On top of your steps to success sheet, write what rank you are pushing for that month that you are getting to, and that you are determined to get to. You are getting to that rank and you are doing nothing until you get there, and that's what this push is for. And you're going to think about it every day. You're going to look at that steps to success, and you're going to see those people you're signing and what date you have to sign them by. That way you see it every day and you're determined. And we're going to share this recording, and we're going to tell our teams they better watch it and they better do it with us, because right now we only have 14 people on. So we want everyone to do this push. And we can talk about this again. I'm going to type this all up. Tomorrow I think I'll be able to do it, because after this long Zoom, I have to go message 50 more people. I already did 50 today, but my goal is 100. So you guys push, we can do this, and we're going to meet back here. Well, we're going to meet partying tomorrow, the online party, and then we'll have another Zoom soon, and we'll get that out to you guys as soon as we can. So if anyone has any questions about this push, really all you have to do is watch that Christina Watts video that Christina shared. So go watch that video, and or rewatch this recording, whichever one you want to do. Hers is much shorter, and she's an ambassador, and she's amazing. But I hope I explained everything like she did if you don't see the video, and it helped you guys. And thank you for making me cry, because it made me push even more. And I seen like 4 of you crying, and it made me cry even more. So I love you all.
Love y'all.
Love you, Amber.
Love you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good one. Danielle's going to be the last one.